speed is 60. It's overtaking vehicles at opposite side of the carriageway.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down the biggest idiots and most outrageous offenders on traffic cops.
Can I bribe you with a pizza?
I've already had pizza tonight, you failed there.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Ford Ranger versus motorbike.
Basically, the motorcyclist is stationary in traffic and the Ford Rangers hit him while he's stationary as he's just getting off the bike, apparently.
The victim of this crash suffered devastating injuries, with his legs so seriously damaged in the incident that, when TV crews caught up with him later, they learned that it had been amputated above the knee.
The motorcyclist was struck whilst waiting in the lay-by to the side of the A64.
But the moron in the story is, of course, not the man who was just sorting out his bike, but the person who crashed into him. He'd taken the bike to the side of the road and was completely still when the Ford Ranger collided with him, with the driver somehow unaware that he'd hit someone.
So it's really worrying that he's come down here, dual carriageway, and he's come round and he's managed to wipe a motorcyclist out that he doesn't actually even know.
How you miss causing an accident like this is anybody's guess, because he wasn't drunk, but the victim said that he was just glad to be alive.
The most important thing is I'm alive, and I'm going to take every day as a blessing.
Number 9. Air assist.
He's going to be approaching in the next minute or so. I've got a stinger up.
Up in North Yorkshire, a whole convoy of police officers is trying to take down one drunk driver. They pursue and call in the helicopters for an assist, and we get a look at what those noisy police choppers actually do when they're in the air.
Is the vehicle slowing down or anything yet? It's slowed down, it's at that junction now and it is right.
They lay a trap for the driver, placing stingers down and waiting for him to go straight over them, which he does, obviously, because he's drunk and trying to evade 3 police cars. Unsurprisingly, this works, and his tyres are all punctured, slowing him down enough for police to overtake and block him in. The pursuit ends when he drives into a hedge.
Well, what's about them?
I don't know. I'm having
a drink? Yeah.
I'm having a really bad time at the moment.
Number 8. Drunken Collision. Another drink driver. A nearby lorry caught this entire brutal crash on its dashcam. 6 cars ended up caught in the pile-up, blocking half a dozen lanes of motorway. They found out that he was nearly 4 times the legal limit early on a Saturday morning, driving around and colliding with other vehicles. Thankfully, nobody was killed, but multiple people were injured, including at least 2 serious cases where they had to be stretched away from the scene.
Yeah, the driver of the Kia first failed the roadside breath test, 118. 118's the reading on device 41.
As you'd expect from a drunk driver, the culprit didn't have much to say for himself, other than being surprised that he was so drunk. It also looked like he'd tried to hide that he was driving by switching places with the passenger.
Did about nearly 4 times legal limit.
4 times?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Legal limit's 35, you've blown 118.
Number 7. Reckless car chase.
We'll deploy in our unmarked cars and marked cars to go to that area and hunt as a pack.
This bloke was absolutely desperate to avoid arrest, but real life isn't like the films, and usually no amount of clever manoeuvring will keep you clear of the fuzz. He's causing absolute mayhem, with multiple police cars giving pursuit down a busy motorway. They try to block him in, but he drives off, climbing onto the hard shoulder and nearly running down a copper. They keep trying as he fishtails all over the place, with the car so damaged that he eventually crashes completely, hitting a barrier.
Finally, as the suspect attempts to continue, he's boxed in.
He nearly escapes again, but this time they corner him successfully, and he is subdued with batons and tasers.
You could have killed so many people today.
Number 6. The UK's slowest driver.
He's going to be committed at this minute in time. He's committed and he's moving to lane 2 to lane 1. He's weaving.
Driving too slowly can be just as dangerous as driving too quickly, since you create a hazard on fast-moving roads and can easily cause collisions. Multiple teams went to investigate this slow driver, but he was so out of it that he didn't pull over.
Vehicle stung. Yeah, it's increasing speed.
Luckily, the roads were largely empty at this time of night, so nobody was harmed as he drifted across multiple lanes. After they sting him, he realises he's in trouble and picks up speed, still refusing to stop.
Crash.
His tyres blow out and the chase continues until the car can't take anymore, shedding rubber and spinning out in a fiery crash. Nobody is harmed, fortunately.
Been riding on rims for
It's definitely
about
dangerous
5
driving.
miles.
Definitely dangerous driving.
Number 5. Suspicious motorcyclist. From cars to motorbikes, this driver was making a menace of himself and breaking all kinds of laws while driving recklessly through North Yorkshire.
Motorbike travels the wrong way around the roundabout, into opposing traffic and across the straight.
Originally carrying a passenger, illegal since the bike is displaying learner plates, the biker eventually heads off alone and continues trying to evade the police. But the increased mobility of the bike means that he's much more harder to catch, avoiding the stingers by going up onto the pavement.
He's wrong side of the dual carriageway. Pursuit to exit and I'm abandoning it.
One officer even gives up mid-chase and they call in the helicopters again. Apparently oblivious to the helicopter, he parks the bike up and gets off, picked up by officers outside a barber shop shortly afterwards.
Yeah, we're looking at it now. It does appear to look like the male that we followed. And the way that he's walking is quite instinctive.
Number 4. Stolen lorry.
He's failed to comply when I've asked him to follow me off at the junction.
Stealing a car is one thing, but this bloke decided to do one better and steal a massive HGV and the valuable goods it contains. The crims try to be clever about it and clone the number plates so that the plates don't immediately register as being stolen, but the fuzz is onto them. He doesn't let them pull over though and keeps barreling down the motorway, even with multiple police cars now involved.
2 out.
How he thought this was going to end well for him with 9 cars and a helicopter in pursuit is anyone's guess. But he tried it anyway, using the dangerous lorry to ram the officers. They managed to sting it, and the drivers try, and fail, to escape on foot.
Yeah, just the other side of that wall. He's gone round the other side of the building now at the other side of that wall. They're both running.
Number 3. Dealer gets caught.
Martin's got a bad feeling about this man. He's going to search him.
This bloke initially seems cooperative after getting pulled over, but everything changes when the officer says he wants to pat him down before taking him into the police car in case he's carrying weapons. A struggle ensues, and it turns out that whoever he is, he really doesn't want to be searched and arrested.
I'm sorry, taser! Get down! On the ground! Arms out! Arms out!
They get him on the ground with the threat of being tased and conduct a more thorough search. Eventually, they find out not only that he's not the registered owner of the car, but that he's carrying a large packet of Class A's and a big wad of cash. He's charged with possession with intent.
Don't pull away from him, Mervyn. It's not going to get you anywhere, is it?
Or maybe he's not.
Oh, look, I'm down.
Number 2. Boy Racer.
Do you know why I've stopped you? Yeah. So you're right at my back end. I pulled over and you powered through.
It was a speeder in a Beamer this time, as officers went after someone driving 20 miles an hour over the speed limit in a BMW. They tried to pull him over, but he knew he was in trouble and sped off, though he soon realised the error of his ways and stopped the car.
I wasn't too far over the limit, huh?
What, 63 and a 40?
Is that on speed?
Yeah.
For once, they didn't get into a car chase, but he gives a bizarre interview saying he had no idea he was driving so far over the speed limit.
Are you sure, bro? I swear I was hitting about
It's on video.
47, 48.
He continually tries to negotiate, offering bribes, as well as saying that he'll race the police car, all while he's written up on a handful of different driving offences.
Can we race each other? Can I race you?
Nah. Because I've got a secret weapon.
Goodwill.
I've got a secret weapon.
What's your secret weapon?
I've got to go faster lights.
Number 1. Live streamer.
47, got sighting of the vehicle now. It's contact,
One of the main things you shouldn't do when you're committing a crime is record it, but these idiots didn't get that message.
Police behind us, Bush. You know what do, two beamers, Bush.
They live streamed an entire police chase they were the subject of after stealing a car, creating a wealth of evidence against them if they were caught, which, of course, they were. Police stay in pursuit, but missed the chance to sting it, with the officer being too slow.
There are now 4 cop cars tailing the stolen car, and more are heading into the area.
Nevertheless, they eventually force the car up onto the pavement and into a wall, boxing it in before it can get away, and before it can hurt anyone, since it ended up hitting speeds of 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with them.
Still going, get out, get out.
Let us know in the comments if you've ever been pulled over by the police.
But you gotta appreciate a good car and good drive.
It's a good car.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.